Hello everyone, we are most welcome for this Unit 6. It identifies ethical dimensions of climate change and its impact. It provides knowledge and skills helping to detect the impact of climate change at local, regional, national, and transnational levels. Before highlighting the ethical dimensions of climate change to take into consideration while addressing the climate change issues, it is worth to present briefly the following climate change impact. Since 1980, average global temperatures have increased by about 1 degree Celsius, and it is projected to warm by about 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2050. This will continue to cause extreme heat waves and natural wildfires in many parts of the world. Increased droughts and long dry spells are becoming frequent in different parts of the world. They reduce water levels in rivers and groundwater and increase pest attacks. More severe and frequent storms are expected to cause frequent floods, landslide, and soil erosion. Fluctuation and irregularities of rainfall are expected to lead to the low agricultural production and water scarcity, thus creating food insecurity, especially in the countries depending on rain-fed agriculture. Climate change is expected to increase the frequency and intensity of extreme weather events such as hurricanes, typhoons, floods, and droughts that cause the destruction of physical and human properties as well as losses of human lives. The sea and oceans levels are progressively increasing. As oceans heat up, the water rises because warm water expands. The increase of temperatures causes the polar waters and mountainous ice sheets to melt. Increased carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere is expected to lead to the higher carbon dioxide concentration in the oceans. This leads to the ocean acidification, which harm marine life, particularly coral reefs and shellfish. Acid rain that spills into the ground can dissolve nutrients like calcium and magnesium that trees need to be healthy. The vector-borne diseases have been increased resulting from change in climate. This includes the spread of the mosquito causing malaria, especially in tropical zones. Climate change poses risk to the survival of species on land and the ocean. Some species will be able to relocate and survive, but others will not. Based on the aforementioned impact of climate change, it is clear that the climate change violates several human rights, including the rights to life, health, food, water, and shelter. As a mobilizing force, ethics can steer action, facilitate arbitration, resolve conflicting interests, and establish priorities to address climate change issues. The following are 6 ethical principles of climate change declared by UNESCO in November 2015. Prevention of harm to better anticipate, avoid, or minimize the consequences of climate change through implementing effective policies and actions to mitigate and adapt climate change. Precautionary approach. Do not postpone the adoption of measures to anticipate, prevent, minimize, or mitigate the adverse effect of climate change on the grounds of lack of definitive scientific evidences, equity, and justice. Respond to the climate change in a way that benefits all, in the spirit of global partnership, justice, and equity. Sustainable development. Adopt new paths for development that make it possible to sustainably prevent our ecosystem while building a more just and responsible society that is more resilient to climate change. Solidarity, strengthen timely cooperative action in various areas including technology development and transfer, knowledge sharing and capacity building. Scientific knowledge and integrity in decision making. Strengthen the interface between science and policy to optimally aid decision making and the implementation of relevant actions. I hope you will find this unit informative and engaging. Take your time to read the provided online materials and do the quiz on time. Goodbye. See you in the Unit 7. Thank you.